Hi, in this video, what I wanted to share is what to eat when you're traveling. So whether you are taking the plane and you're going to be on the plane for 2, 3, 12 hours, I want to give you some simple strategies, little hacks that you can do. Or if you're driving cross country, or maybe you're going on a business trip, maybe you're going to be on the road for 3, 4, 5 hours. Like myself, I do that quite frequently. So I'm going to give you a few strategies that you can do to help you with that. So if you are going to go on the plane, we know we're very limited with what we can bring on there as far as liquids. So what I would suggest is before you get on the plane, make sure you have a huge fatty meal. So it could be like bacon and eggs, and I'm talking about like three eggs, 45 pieces of bacon, maybe some sausage in the morning, some fatty coffee, some fatty tea with lots of fat in there so it can help you stay satiated, especially if you're going to be on a long flight. So that's strategy number one for whether you're traveling on the plane, if you are driving somewhere. So that's the number one thing that you should do. Number two, if you are going to be like I said, on a long flight, what I would do is get the little Ziploc bags and pack your meals in there. So what I've done in the past is we'll cook like chicken and we will actually just put it in plastic baggies like Ziploc bags, and that's going to be our meal. Or put it in aluminum foil, then put it in a Ziploc bag. So we'll take pieces of chicken. So you can do that. You can actually even put just some greens in there with a little bit of like oil, and the oil, once again, the healthy like olive oil will help you stay satiated. So that is another thing that you can do if you have a long flight on the plane. You can also take like beef jerky. The other thing that you can have is like you can take an apple, you can take nuts and seeds of veggies already cut up, bell pepper, cucumber, celery, all those you can take them with you as well, and also have some seeds with it, or even in a little container, some garlic paste, some hummus. That way you have something to munch on during your flight. The other thing that you would want to do is, one of my favorites is actually, I ended up doing this. I was driving and I was so hungry, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to stop and buy some food because I knew I was about, maybe 2.5 hours from home. So I just stopped at a health food store and I actually just bought a jar of coconut butter, and I got some cinnamon there and some almond butter. And I just took one of the spoons and just kind of took a little bit of the almond butter, maybe a quarter of this tablespoon. Then I grabbed a huge scoop of coconut butter, and I kind of just mixed it a little bit, and then I just ate it. And I had 2 or 3 of those as I was driving home, and it was good enough to keep me satiated because of the high fat. But when you're traveling, you can do the same thing on an airplane. Just put it in a little container, and just you can put them in there. Just mix it all up, and that can be a healthy fatty snack as well. So there's really simple ways, like when you're traveling. Now, if you're driving, it's a lot easier. Not that it's not that easy, but if you need snacks, do that. But if you've eaten enough fatty foods in the breakfast, you probably can fast for a long time. Some people can even fast for hours. So that's something else that you can do. Hard-boiled eggs, I've done that. Yes, it smells a little bit, but it's like, hey, this is my health. So if it smells a little bit, I'm still going to eat it. I've done that with salmon mixed up with avocado, or salmon mixed up with some mayo. I've done that as well, and I just put it, once again, either in a plastic baggie, have my spoon, and I eat it, or plastic container, whatever you prefer. If you are driving, I think loading up on liquids is a good thing, but also have a big breakfast. Okay, you can also prepare a smoothie and take that for on the road with the bone broth powder with some healthy fats in there to keep you satiated. This is something that, it's similar to a hydro flask. You can fill it with water. You can put bone broth in here. Probably not that much bone broth, but I like to fill this up with water. So you know, I just have it available. I use a lot of these mason jars as well, so taking a green drink with you on the road will help you stay full and just something healthy to drink. And then of course the cranberry cocktail, which is the cranberry lemon apple cider vinegar, and have the recipe on my website. Basically, it's just 8 ounces of water, a couple ounces of cranberry juice, 1 to 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice, or if you get it in a jar, that's fine, and apple cider vinegar. So you just kind of have to gauge it according to what your body needs. I like to put a dash of salt in there, sea salt for the electrolytes, and a little bit of stevia for the taste. So that's something else that you can do. Oh, something that I didn't mention for the plane ride is, or the drive, is just buying coconut flakes and putting some cacao nibs in there. You can also, this will be a little bit messier, but you can do this as well, and add some chia seeds. And just kind of mix it up and just get a spoon and eat that. Or you can avoid the chia seeds and just put pieces of like macadamia nuts chopped up, other nuts and seeds, and it's kind of your healthy keto trail mix, so that you can do that too. And on your drive, you can also have your jerky as well. You can make your own little bars, or you can make your keto cookies, keto muffins, and you can take those on the road. A fat bomb if you have a cooler. I like to take a cooler and just have it plugged in so that, you know, I'm prepared. So the key is always preparation. Now, if you are traveling abroad and you're wondering what food should I eat when I'm traveling, is try to always go for the fats, the higher fatty food. And if you want to have a flex day, then have a flex day. But sticking to the higher fatty foods is going to help you when you are traveling. But once again, just be mindful of what you're eating. Eat slow, enjoy your food. Don't scarf through it. Just really put your fork or your spoon down after each time that you eat, and or you put something in your mouth, and just let it sit there for just a little bit and just enjoy it. So those are some of the main things I have written out for this, you know, what to eat when you're traveling. Eat as some of the locals, and just keep moving. You know that you're going to be moving a lot. So those are a few tips of what to eat with when you're traveling. It's all just preparation, kind of just like in the other videos. It's just preparing, but this time it's just going to be maybe in plastic baggies or little tiny containers that you can take with you. So those are some fun, easy strategies that I think will help you. All right, I will catch you on the next video.